23 ABC's Digital Update is brought to you by West Medical.
Good evening, I'm Keely Van Middendorp. Here's what's making headlines across the county. This week, the Wasco City Council will take a vote to remove Mayor Alex Garcia following his DUI citation from earlier this year. According to Wasco City's agenda, if the motion to remove Garcia succeeds, Gilbert Reyna would become acting mayor and take nominations for someone to serve the rest of Garcia's term. If the original vote fails, Garcia would continue to serve as mayor of Wasco until the end of his term next year. That meeting is scheduled for Tuesday night. Now to an update on the drowning of a man Sunday in the Kern River. He reportedly jumped in to save two children. According to the Kern County Sheriff's Office, the call came out just before 11:30 Sunday morning in the Kern River Canyon along Highway 178 between mile markers 23 and 24. Search and rescue crews arrived on scene and found two children stranded on a rock. The search began for a 40-year-old man who jumped in to help those kids and got them to safety before he disappeared. His body was located about an hour later. The coroner's office has not identified that victim. KCSO saying it's an unfortunate event and a sad reminder to be extra cautious when visiting the Kern River.
I think that a lot of people right now underestimate the dangers of the river just because the water is at a pretty low level right now, but it's still extremely dangerous, as we obviously saw this weekend. The easiest way to avoid any incidents happening in the river is to just stay out of it. So you can enjoy it from the side, you can fish, but really staying out of the river. And if you feel like you have to go in, please wear those flotation devices that have been certified for the river.
And despite this weekend's drowning, KCSO says this year has been relatively safe on the river compared to years past. Earlier this year, the sheriff's office updated the sign posted outside the Kern River Canyon, which tallies the number of people who have died in the river since 1968. 8 more deaths were added to that sign, meaning 8 more people drowned last year. So far, KCSO says 2 people have drowned this year. 38-year-old Jorge Romero of Wasco drowned in June, and then this recent victim on Sunday. Brandon.
Well, today was a little bit cooler, but our Tuesday actually looking a little bit warmer here. 102 your high temperature in Bakersfield. Look at the temperatures over in eastern Kern. Close to 110 at China Lake and Ridgecrest, and we're going to kind of go forward one day and we'll actually see that pink shaded area. That's an excessive heat warning for our desert communities, especially the Indian Wells Valley. That's where highs could be over 110 by Wednesday, so some excessive heat in the forecast. But from there, things are actually going to start to cool down a little bit, especially for us here in the valley, back into the 90s Thursday and Friday. So nice drop in our temperatures there. Even as we head into Monday, looks like another potential for double-digit temperatures. So as far as our mountain communities are concerned, we see that cool down across the board. A little bit breezier on Thursday as that cooler air starts to move in, but it's good to see some highs in the 80s in the forecast.
And that's your latest news and weather update. For the latest update anytime, be sure to head to our website, turn23.com.